Good afternoon. Thank you for taking a few moments with me in the Word today. The last time we were together, we were talking about how Jesus told us that man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So God is always speaking to us, and we're to always listen to hear what He's saying so that we will know what to say and to keep our eyes upon Him so that we'll know what to do. In John chapter 10, it says this, "And when he put forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger they will not follow, but they'll flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers." I also want to read this in the Passion. It says that when he's brought out all of his sheep, he walks ahead of them, and they'll follow him, for they're familiar with his voice. But they will run away from strangers and never follow, because they know it's the voice of a stranger. But what comes first? What comes first is they're familiar with the voice of Jesus. First of all, see what it's saying there. You and I were designed to know his voice. And to be familiar with his voice is what makes us discern a stranger's voice. When I worked at the bank, they didn't give me counterfeit money to become familiar with counterfeit money so I would know the real. They wanted me to mess with enough real money, count enough real money, that when a counterfeit comes across my desk, I'll know what a counterfeit bill feels like, looks like. Why will I know? Because I'll know the real. And you and I are designed to know the real. As I said the last time we were together, we need to lay that foundation of the Word in our life, because God will never speak contrary to His Word, but He is speaking, and we're just to be quick to hear what He says. You know, we're called to speak to those mountains that come into our life, but we want to know what He's saying about that mountain so we know what to speak so that we can make that mountain move. So keep listening. He's speaking. Know that you are designed to know the voice of your Jesus, your shepherd. I love you. I look forward to being with you the next time.